In 1919, pilot Rolf Simpson, the nephew of the mayor of Reykjavik, was summoned to the country to explore the possibilities for domestic communications in the air. He soon announced his choice of an airstrip near the capital, and the town council granted an area just over 93,000 square metres for the purpose. At the same time, the first of 4 joint stock companies called Icelandic Air was founded, and the first aeroplane was imported. It started flying on the 3rd of September 1919 with an Avro 504, the first aeroplane in Iceland. The first pilot was Cecil Faber, who stayed in Iceland for 3 weeks. The day after his first successful flight, the citizens were offered the possibility to see the capital and its surroundings from the air for 5 minutes for 25 Icelandic krona. The current airport was built by the British Army during World War II on the south coast of the Reykjavik Peninsula. Construction began in October 1940, when the airport had only a grass surface. The Black Watch Regiment built the first runway, constructing it over sunken oil barrels. The British Royal Air Force operated from the airport, then named RAF Reykjavik, from March 1941. On the 6th of July 1946, the British handed the airport operation over to the Icelandic government, and since then it has been operated by the Icelandic Civil Aviation Authority. A little less than 40 kilometres away is Keflavik International Airport, which is a relic from the invasion of Iceland in World War II, when Allied troops took over the island nation following the defeat of its colonial ruler Denmark at the hands of the Nazis. The British laid out a landing strip in the town of Gardish, but considering Iceland's incredibly strategic position in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, one strip was not quite enough. After taking control of the occupation, US troops constructed and opened 2 airfields for military purposes in 1942 and 1943. Though they returned the property after the war, the United States reclaimed it in 1951 after a controversial defense alliance with Iceland. This pact and the general joining of NATO in 1949 caused decades of national protest, comparable to the Women's Day Off marches in 1975 and the kitchenware revolution which followed the 2008 economic crash. The circumstances of it, however, also allowed decades of development at Reykjavik Airport. The airport first started to separate civilian and military use in 1987. The terminal was named after the first European to settle the Americas. The Leifur Eriksson terminal went on to handle all the guests coming to or leaving Iceland.